Hello guys! Welcome back to my vlog. At kung bago ka sa channel na to, I am Za and this is Za Canada. Welcome back to my channel at salamat po sa lahat ng mga nag-subscribe lately. At kung hindi pa mag-subscribe na po kayo, and in my channel we talk about immigration updates and anything under the sun when it comes to the immigrant, mga bago, luma, at kung sino pa mga Pilipinong nandito sa Canada. So anyway, we have a new topic today, and for today at ang episode natin is, posible nga ba talaga magkaroon ng PR right after a 2-year diploma? So yan ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon. Panoorin hanggang dulo. Well, nabasa niyo siguro yung title ko na Come to Canada and after 2-year college or after your 2-year diploma, you can get a PR. So, hindi yan clickbait, okay? Pwede yan. Or posible yan as long as magplan ka, magkaroon ka ng strong pathway to PR, and syempre, dapat may budget ka. So, ano bang pinag-uusapan talaga natin dito? You have to study here in Canada for at least 2 years. So, 2 years diploma degree. Because if you get a diploma degree for 2 years, halimbawa, nakatapos ka ng diploma course here in Canada, kahit saang parte ng Canada, and then after 2 years, you will eventually get a PGWP. Ano nga ba ang PGWP? Postgraduate Work Permit. Yan yung ibinibigay sa mga eligible candidates or dun sa mga kurso na eligible for postgraduate work permit. So kung napanood niyo yung last video ko, who are those people that are eligible for PGWP, balikan nyo na lang yun kung paano siya makukuha. But anyway, just to give you a brief background, if you, let's just say, na yung course mo, yung institution mo, kung saan ka nagtapos or kung saan mo nakuha yung diploma mo, syempre dapat may ipasa mo, di ba? Hindi ka naman makakakuha ng diploma or makaka-graduate unless may pasa mo yung course. Let's just say that you're able to successfully finish your course or your diploma degree in 2 years, then you can apply for a PGWP and then get a 3-year. Parang promo yan, di ba? Kasi kung 1 year lang ang kinuha mo dito, let's just say, kung 1 year lang ang kinuha mong course dito or certificate program, then you can only get 1 year postgraduate work permit. Masyadong maikli yan. So, kung gusto mong magplano rito, or kung gusto mong, what's that? Medyo makaipon or makabawi, 1 year is not enough. It will be better, it will be wiser kung 2 years yung kukunin yung course or diploma degree, 2 years so that you can get a 3-year PGWP. Siyempre, may mga requirements yan. In order for you to get a postgraduate work permit, then your program must be eligible. So, dapat eligible yung program mo. Kasi, before ng paghihigpit na nangyayari lately, dati halos lahat eligible for PGWP. Pero ngayon, they are prioritizing those programs that are in demand na pwedeng makatulong sa economy ni Canada. And at the same time, you should be a full-time student. So may full-time student status ka. Then apply within 180 days after graduation. Let's say, for example, 180 days is 3 months. Tama ba? No. 6 months. Yeah, nag-compute pa ako sa isip ko, di ba? Ayan. 6 months, more or less. Kasi hindi naman lahat ng di ba? Hindi naman lahat ng months may 30 days or may 31 days, 'di ba? So anyway, 'yon, within 6 months after your graduation. So for example, kung January ka or December ka gumraduate, then make sure na before June na ipasa mo na yung PGWP mo. And your language proficiency, before hindi kailangan ito. Dati ang kailangan lang nila is you have to make sure that the medium of instruction that you had before in your home country is English. For example, you just have to send them a certificate stating that the medium of instruction is English. But right now, there should be a language proficiency sa English or French. Ano ba yung mga language proficiency na yan? Example lang to. And I'm not sure if this is all of them. For English, it could be IELTS or CELPIP. Alam ko meron pang isa. And for French, TCF or TEF. Okay? So, tip lang. For college graduate, make sure that you reach at least CLB 5. CLB is Canadian Language Benchmark 5. May kasi yan May score na ibinibigay si TCF or TEF or IELTS CELPIP. Tapos, check niyo siya kung ano yung equivalent niya. So, for Canadian Language Benchmark. So, the higher, the better. Alright. Finally, you are able to get your PGWP because you have submitted the correct and proper requirements to obtain it. So, pwede ka na magtrabaho. Pwede ka na magtrabaho ng full-time. Actually, pag student ka naman dito, pwede ka namang magtrabaho. Like for 20 hours in a week. Kasi ang normal full-time dito is like 30 hours. 30 to 40 hours considered full-time na siya. Pero pag student ka, even you are working as a student, as far as I know, you can only work as little as 20 hours in a week. So, hindi pwedeng lumagpas dyan. Kasi kapag nasilip ka, then that could harm your application sa PGWP. Kasi parang may checklist na ginagawa doon na did you work more than 20 hours in a week, something like that. And if proven, let's say for example, na si IRCC nagkaroon ng background check and nakita niya pala na nag-work ka more than 20 hours, then it's possible na ma-refuse ang application mo sa PGWP. By the way, before I proceed, I'm not an RCIC officer. So if you'd like to get legal advice or your questions answered by a professional, then you have to seek for an immigration consultant or a legitimate immigration consultant or lawyer. Okay? So again, my video are for informational purposes only. So, going back to our topic, congratulations, you got your PGWP. So, eto na. So, in order for you to qualify for PR, then you can create your express entry profile. No, actually not yet. Huwag muna i-create nang wala ka pang experience. If you have your own experience back in the Philippines, then yes, you can. You can always create and sumali sa pool or sa express entry pool. But it will be better if you can make your express entry profile right after your Canadian experience para mas mataas yung points and mas malaki yung chance na madraw. Okay? For Canadian experience class. So, this is the classic. So, dapat may 1 year. May 1 year of skilled work experience ka. Work must be paid and legal, which means na paid siya, may payslip, may certificate of employment, may contract. Okay? May ebidensya, in short. So, it's stay outside Quebec para mas smooth. So, you have to make sure that your job or the place that you are working for or that you are working with is outside Quebec. Kasi si Quebec, may ibang ano yan eh. May ibang regulatory body. Kumbaga meron silang ginagawang ibang process when it comes to Quebec. And I haven't explored much of those options. So kung alam nyo kung paano yung option na yan, pakishare nga po sa comment dyan sa baba. Okay? And let's just say na nakakuha ka ng trabaho. Okay? Tapos, may chance para ma-PR. At medyo bata ka pa. Kasi, just so you know, just to give you a very quick recap, if you are going to apply as early as your 20s or early 30s, then, mas malaki yung chance nyo. Kasi, the more that you get older, then nawawala kasi yung yung points sa age. Parang mas bata ka, mas malaki yung points mo. Then syempre, pag mas malaki yung points mo sa express entry, mas malaki yung chance mong ma-draw sa Canadian experience class. Well, tip nga pala, since you already created your profile in express entry, syempre, kailangan may English or French score yan. So, mas mataas ang English score mo or mas mataas yung French score mo, mas mataas yung magiging points mo dyan. Then, again, mas mataas ang points, mas malaki ang tsansa na mabunot or madraw sa next category based selection. Kasi maraming category yan. And isa dyan, yung Canadian experience class. Pero, paano naman kapag halimbawang medyo may edad na ako, sabi mo last time, meron pang tsansa yung mga 40 pataas para ma-PR dyan sa Canada. Well, pwede pa rin. Again, if you are going to plan early and if you know the place where you need to go to get your permanent residence, then it's really possible for you to get your PR early by going to a certain province na pinaprioritize nila yung provincial nominee program. So there are so much provinces that does it. Isa dyan ang British Columbia, kung nasan kami. And one of these provinces are Ontario, Manitoba, Alberta, at ito yung mga iba't ibang province na kumukuha sila ng mga skilled worker through their provincial nominee program. Medyo mas mababa yung qualification dito. But if you have your college diploma, and if you graduated here in Canada, then may additional points siya sa ano yan, tawag yan, sa draw nila. Sa draw nila sa nominee program nila. For example, in Ontario, if you have an employer job offer and you are one of the graduates in Ontario, there's this thing they call international student stream, which means na kung graduate ka sa Ontario plus may job offer ka in Ontario, then pwede kang mabunot sa provincial nominee program nila. And if you get that nomination, again, hindi naman automatic ang bagay-bagay lahat, di ba? You need to qualify. You need, even though you got an invitation to apply to their provincial nominee program, that doesn't mean that you are automatically approved. You still need to submit all the requirements or the documents that they need in order for you to prove that, yes, I graduated here in Ontario, I have the language skills and employer support letter and everything. At if they are satisfied with all of your documents, then that's the time that you will be given a nomination letter. Kapag may nomination letter ka na, and at the same time you created that profile through the express entry stream, then on the next draw para sa provincial nominee program express entry, then pwede ka nang ma-PR. You just have to submit that same documents sa federal naman. Okay? And take note, kapag may provincial nominee program ka na, kapag nominated ka ng isang province, then hindi na imposible na ma-PR ka because it's an additional of 600 points. And again, I would like to reiterate that this is not an instant magic, okay? Hindi po ito, hindi ko kayo ini-steer na kagaya ng mga iba't ibang vlogger dyan. After 2 years, sige, pwede na po kayo ma-PR. Hindi po. Okay? So, if you are going to finish this video, kung magpa-plan kayo at kung may sapat kayo na bala papunta rito sa Canada, like you need to study, you need to work, you need to create your profile, and then apply for PR, then yes, it's possible for you to get your PR in 1 to 2 years or probably less than. So, depende sa course mo, depende sa occupation na tina-target mo. Well, honestly, here in BC, they really prioritize those people who work in healthcare. Same goes with Alberta. Nakikita nyo naman yung mga news ngayon lately na there are really scarcity of doctors and nurses, especially there in Alberta. So you may want to grab that opportunity. Anyway, so yun. So yun lang. So I hope may natutunan kayo sa video na to. Once again, if you like this video, don't forget to comment. I can do it. Okay? And like and subscribe at laging tatandaan, hindi kailangan maraming pera, basta may peace of mind. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye!